In the last several videos, we've been trying to understand how we can plot this line onto a graph. So any line of this form here, we should be able to plot on a graph. So here, remember the number in front of the x represents the steepness of something. So y equals x looks like this. Y equals 2x looks like this. Y equals 3x looks like that. So here you can see the steepness increases each time. So in the last video, rather than saying 3x, I would say mx. So m here would represent the gradient, and this here is the what's called the intercept. We're going to use c for intercept. It's basically when you put 0 into the x, this whole thing disappears, and then this will be a 2, meaning that it crosses the y-axis at 2. Okay, so anyway, the intercept is basically when you put 0 into the x, well, where will it cross the y-axis? That's the intercept. Okay, so the intercept is where it crosses the y-axis, and the gradient is how steep something is. Now, don't worry about it. Don't worry if you can't remember this. Just hold out for the time being. Okay, so the gradient. The gradient is a steepness of something. So to find out the gradient, let's say if I give you any line, any straight line, let's say this one here. Hang on. Just say this one here. If you want to know the gradient of something or the steepness, well, gradient is a better word than steepness. But the gradient tells you how steep something is. So it's anyway. If you want to know the gradient of any line, what you do is you somehow imagine a triangle underneath the line. So here the up and down here would be 3. So it would be 3, and then the acrossness, if that makes sense, is 1 here. So the gradient gradient is defined as well. Not precisely, but just for the time being, it's basically the height divided by the across. So here the up and down is 3, the left and right, the across is 1. So it would be 3. It's always the up and down divided by the left and right. So while the up and down would be 3, the across the left and right here would be 1. So the gradient here, well, 3 divided by 1. So this has a this line here has a gradient of 3. Okay, so hang on, bear with me. So if you get given something like this, even if it's like this, okay, well, 3, 2. So if you get any straight line, let's just say it's this line here. So what you do, you imagine a triangle underneath here. It has to fit perfectly here. So here the up and down is 3, and the left and right is 2. So this gradient, m here. So the gradient here is 3 over 2, because the gradient is always the up and down. Remember, it's always the up and down divided by the left and right. So up and down divided by left and right. So here the gradient is a fraction. So you can leave it as 3 over 2. So the gradient here is 3 over 2. Okay, hang on. Let me give you some more examples here. So here the gradient here. Well, you got to look for points on here. So let's see. Look, it crosses perfectly here. It crosses perfectly here. It crosses perfectly here. What I'm trying to say is that you could draw a triangle like this. You could use the you could actually zoom in here. Hang on. Bear with me. You could actually bear with me on this. Hang on. You could actually use this triangle here. Wait there. You could actually use this triangle here. But the thing is, you know the up and down here, which is 1, but you don't know the left and right. It's quite hard. It's quite hard because it's got to be less than, well, you don't know. The reason why you know it's the up and down here is 1 is because it crosses perfectly. Look, it crosses perfectly from here to anyway, the height is 1, but you don't know the left and right. So wait there. Let me zoom out again. Okay, so when you get given a straight line like this, try to select points where it crosses neatly. So here it crosses neatly here and here. Oh, okay. Don't worry if you don't understand this bit too much. You'd see, you'd understand why as we do more of it. But for the time being, just accept it. Okay. So here, if you want to know the gradient of this line, it would the up and down here would be 3. Because look, 3 here, and what? Hang on. If you want to know the gradient of this, select these 2 points here because it crosses neatly, and then draw a triangle underneath here. So the up and down here would be 3. Okay, so it would be 3 divided by the across. The across is 1. So the gradient here is 3. Okay, so hang on. Let's give you this one here. So this one here, hang on. So this one here, well, the up and down here is 2, and the cross is 1. Yeah, the cross is 1. So the gradient here, remember, M always stands for gradient. Okay, the up and down is 2, and the across is 1. So here 2 divided by 1. So the gradient here is 2. Okay, and remember, an equation for a straight line is y equals mx plus c. Okay, so these two will always be the same. But the thing is, we can stick some. Well, because we know the gradient is 2 here, we can actually put the 2 into here. So we could write it as y equals 2x and then plus c. Well, c is where it crosses the y-axis. See, minus 1 here. So we could actually put y equals plus c. So c could be like this. This is c here. We could put a minus 1 into here. Because look, it crosses minus 1 here. Now, well, when you got a minus here, you can actually take the minus out here. So, well, minus is more powerful than the plus. So take the minus out here, and then it will supersede the plus. So it becomes well, you can actually take the minus out here. So given this straight line here, we just came up with the formula for this straight line. It's actually y equals 2x minus 1. And if you don't believe me, you can actually plot the table like x, y, and 0, 1, 2, and create this table and then start plotting it. So given a straight line, we managed to come up with the equation for this straight line. So what you do is first you find the gradient of the line, so the steepness of it, okay, and then you find the intercept, and the intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. Because there's a reason why that is, because if you put 0 into the x, this whole thing goes. So the intercept here represents where it crosses the y-axis. Okay. In the next video, I will give you some more practice. I will give you a random straight line, and then you have to come up with a formula for that straight line. Okay.